So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Wilson getting right back to it after the pick six. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Wentz now on first down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. To throw, it's Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On second and goal, Wentz. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. There's plenty of distance there as he banks it in. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. Not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
2nd and 8 coming up. Straight ahead, Gibson.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Josie Jewell.
20, 10, 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Javonte Williams
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Broncos take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
They'll try to run with Murray. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the...
There he goes left side. 30, the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Wentz going to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
2nd down and goal. Wentz.
A throw left side caught here by the tight end Bates.
So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. Wentz.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he will find his man, Samuel. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Throwing is Wentz.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson.
This will be caught. Judy.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47.
That one caught by the tight end Bates.
A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like you did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz.
And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think